What is up, YouTube? I got another deck profile for you guys. This time it's the new Unchained Dracos. When it came out, I just totally fell in love with it. I wish it had its OCG name where it was a Hakai Destruction. But unfortunately it's Unchained, which isn't too bad, but at least, you know, the archetype, the design of it didn't change. I just love how it looks. So I'll go over with the deck first. It is 41 cards. People are gonna hate me for this, but I do play 3 Disaster. I like it a lot, and first and foremost, I play 3 because I bought it when it was at 10 and it's already dropping. But no, I like it a lot. It helps recycle. This is the card you want on the field if you're going second, and this is, to me, going second deck, because this one right here helps link off your opponent's special summon monster. So that's pretty much why you want to see this card when you're going second. And there's multiple ways of seeing this real quick. There's just the traps bring them out, the monsters bring it out. They pop off on each other. And I feel like Draco helps a lot with it as well, with the diagram and things like that. And then we do, of course, 3 Arua. This one, you just pop a card from your own to special summon it. But you are locked into Fiend, which is fine, honestly. Your extra deck's probably going to be mostly Fiends, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, this card, yes, it is rare. It's not prismatic. I'm not that rich. I'm not rich. What sucks, I wish these guys, the rares and commons, would have been at least 1800. I feel like they're very weak, but another reason why incorporating Dracos with this is really good is that with the Apocalypse, you just have your opponent's attack, and you even destroy their, monsters or back row, or even your own to keep extending. And then Rakia, 3 of these, super good, quick effect, your turn or your opponent's turn. Really, really good. And yeah, you just want to really see these because these help extend. You could pop off your your traps, or even your set spells, the ones that you have to have them set in order to keep going. And then for the Draco, just 1 Dynamite, of course. I feel like just 2 Ignis is fine, and then 1 Maiden. I just want to see very little of it. I don't want to see it so much. So I feel like this ratio is okay. Maybe this to 3. Honestly, I feel like just how it is really good. You don't really want to see the Dracos too often. There's just multiple ways of seeing it with the diagram anyway. So I think you're good from there. And then from spells, you want to do 3 Prisons. Of course, this is your best friend. No matter what, you're going to get the search. If they destroy it, you're going to get the search. Or if even you destroy it, you get the search. So, yeah. Got these when they're 40 each. So, yeah, that sucked. And they're already slowly dropping. I think I seen one for 35. So, I'm hoping it still stays pretty high. So, but I think I'm going to keep these cards anyway. I just love how it looks. And the red, it just looks so nice. Dragon Shield, of course, that's the way to go. And then just 2 Unwilling. It's cool to see, but you don't want to see multiple of. 1 is just fine. And, you know, if you pop it or they pop it, if you have a set, you get that search. So that's really, really good. And the traps. This one, special summon from the hand or grave. And then just like all these cards, you know, you destroy it, there's going to be another effect of it. So that's really, really good. And I wouldn't play more than 2 just because, you know, they're very searchable with these. And you're playing this at 3. So I think that's honestly fine. You could bump it up depending on how you feel about it. But me personally, I feel pretty good at how they are, the ratio. Later on, if things were to change, then maybe bump it up. But yeah. 3 diagram. This is your best friend as well. Helps pop, extend, and things like that. Only 2 Phoenix, and then also 2 Heritage. I didn't want to play too many of these because draw power is cool and all, and you know, helps pop back rows, helps tribute your Dracos. But the thing about this is just you don't want to see, you want to see your Unchained cards mostly. So that's the reason why. And those are 4 spells, so that's pretty good. Also, I have the Return and the Apocalypse. I really like the Apocalypse. Like I said, you could summon on your opponent's turn, well, both of them. You could also have, or special summon. I think these I really like at full. This obviously is at 1, but these 3, playing them at 3 is really good. This one it's just really good. It just helps protect your monsters, or you just want to get rid of something, and when something is destroyed, it just triggers another effect with the link monsters. So I like to see that. And I do 3 imperms. These next cards, they could all be different cards. You pretty much choose. I went with imperm, because if I'm going first, you just negate a column, and then if you're going second, it just helps. You know, you don't want, if you don't have a monster on board, you just imperm their monster and, you know, go from there. So yeah, and this is pretty much the best. You can't call by the grave or either, anyway. And then 3 strikes. This could be I don't know, your favorite hand trap, or even call by the grave. But I like Solemn Strikes more, only because you just get rid of their monster, and if they try special summoning something, you can also get rid of that as well. But Call by the Grave is also good. So if there's a lot of graveyard effects and many other decks, they're just gonna go off, and you know, it doesn't hurt getting rid of them. But I felt good with these, and then I do 2 super polys. I actually haven't seen anyone with super polys in this deck, but I feel like it's really good. You know, if they make you go first, it's not bad. Or if they make you go second, you could link off with whatever your target is. I think it's really good. Super poly is just probably the best thing that has come. And I just do 2 of that, and it is just 41 cards. So yeah, I was thinking 42, but I think 41 is just fine. I wouldn't know what else to add. Maybe you could possibly even cut this, the Disaster, have it just 40, because I know the majority of people like it at 2. But honestly, I think this is the best card. I mean, you obviously can't summon it. If you're going second, this is the only one you have out of the other ones. But if you have like these guys, you could just pop off and special summon it, and like I said, it helps recycle as well. So if it gets destroyed, you just add 1 from the grave to back to the hand. So that's pretty cool. I like those cards a lot. And like I said, I mostly just play 3 because I paid for them when they were pretty expensive. Just kidding. And then 3 Abomination. This guy's a beast. So many effects. When something's destroyed, you destroy another thing, then phase to destroy. This guy, yeah, this is your big guy. And then 3 Anguish. This guy is also really, really cool. Just the fact that you get a link off with your opponent's monsters is probably the best thing to come with this whole deck. That's pretty much what you're expecting with it. And then the Rage helps you get into this guy. And what's cool about these is like, it's so easy to link into other like monsters really, really fast. And using your opponent's monsters, like Unicorn, of course. I even like Bomber. Bomber, when you come into this one, you wish they like special summon or normal summon something in that zone, you just blow up their board. So yeah, that's super good. And then this would have been a Borosaur, but I have another deck. But yeah, you could put Borosaur, whatever you like, honestly, Evermax. From here, it's just kind of pretty much whatever you like. And then the Super Poly targets is obviously the Salad is still viable, and the Starving Venom. It could also be Mud Dragon, but I think these 2 are pretty much probably the go-to. And then since I don't have any back row anything to hit the back row besides the Disciples and Heritage, I mean, that's pretty much just it. Well, it honestly doesn't even need like Twin Twisters or anything, because pretty much destroys. Yeah. But you can either way if you wanted to. But yeah, Phoenix is always a go-to. But if you don't like the Phoenix, you could just do another Unicorn, just because you could bounce. It's just easy to get into this really quick, and you could just bounce your opponent or shuffle your opponent's whatever back to the deck. And then B-Cop. Only because it's a Fiend and this deck locks you into Fiends. That's probably the main reason why. So that's pretty much for the extra deck, guys. Go ahead and show you guys the side. The side is kind of a work in progress. So I do 3 red reboots, you know, a lot of back row, heavy decks, rogues, things like that. Or even if they try to imprime you, you just want to go off, you really want to just go off. And then these ones I just thought they were pretty cool, so I was like, hey, why not? The Wire Trap. I think these are also like just testing things, you know, you don't have to play them or put them in the side, but I was like, why not? Because I really don't care for hand traps. That's why I have either the Called by Graves or the Imprims are like really, really good. I just don't want to get called by the grave, and then it just sucks. Don't really care for too much about the hand traps. And plus they're counters, so they're gonna need a counter with something else. And then Lost Wind, you know, with Thunders and, you know, every other deck that special summons. So, and then you can always just set it back if they special summon when this is in the grave. So this is really, really good. It has basically 6, if anything. Disregard that. And then 3 Called by the Grave, you know, if you want to do that. And then Heavy Storm Duster as well. And then 1 Imperial Order, which seems crazy. But no, I like it a lot because you can just pop off your own spells, and it's just a graveyard effect. So you still keep going. You still get that search, or you get that special summon. So honestly, it doesn't even hurt to have Imperial Order in here, and it just locks off so many other decks. And you know, from there, this deck's gonna go a long way, especially with the link climbing and all that. Super, super fun. I really enjoy this deck. And these are just other things if I ever decide to, you know, add another one of these guys, and then maybe Kaiju. But these are just ideas, but these are not in right now. Yeah, the side deck I showed you guys was it. So yeah, that's my Unchained Dracos deck that just came out not too long ago. I really love the archetype. I just love the design on these cards. It looks super badass, and I'm all for anything that looks badass. So I got this playmat. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks, guys.